Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading into the colony section yet again for another Tricky Totem. That's right, we have Tricky Totem 7 Odd Source. Alright, how in the world do they want us to get anti-creeper in this barren wasteland? This is getting ridiculous. Okay, so I have looked at the map, just taking a little look-see, and it is a barren wasteland. Welcome to. You've got to be kidding me. Can you even call this a planet anymore? What happened here? It seems as if reality itself got fractured somehow, blown into smithereens by some ungodly cannon with debris, even being slung into rift space. Oddly enough, it seems there's one circular piece of land. This one circular piece of land survived completely. This must have been the location of whatever caused this mess. I doubt we can scavenge any anti-creeper here for the totem. We'll have to get resourceful. Get it? Because we're lacking a resource. Okay, so that is our clue. We have to be resourceful. And yes. I have been thinking about this as I was investigating, and I think I might have sussed this one out, although I am very, very spooked of this map. First things first, I am going to go over the map. I do just want to place these totems, or towers down first, just so they're built, or in preparation to be built. But here we go. What do we have? We have 4 emitters. We have a 30 every 1 second. We have a 30 every 1 second. So this side is 30 every 1 second. And over here we have a 30 every 0.5. And a 30 every 0.5. So this side, definitely the stronger side. We also have 5, 3, 4, and 5 stashes. So, with that in mind, this side is definitely more dangerous in terms of wave potential. So we have stronger emitter, more waves. So that is sort of our starting position. We also have some Redon. We have like 4 or 5 of them spread across the map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And we have some green R. We have a couple of those. We have 1, 2, and 3. So when I was thinking, I was like, what are we doing? Went through everything that we have. We have what? With red, we have shields. We have MRIFs. We have missiles, or miskles, if you will. And yeah, that is sort of what we would be doing with Redon, and that doesn't really... Pretty much none of those seem to help. I mean, shields will help because they're shields. But realistically, nothing really impactful from any of that. Then we have Green R. And Green R is interesting because I was like, oh, well, we have a beacon, we have platforms. I mean, really can't do anything with that. I mean, we could make rockets, right? And then I was like, well, what do we need to do? And, you know, we have to... as the map says, we have to get resourceful, and we have to convert a resource from one to another, and then everything clicked, right? We have to convert from one to another. There we go. So that is essentially our plan. We are going to be converting with rockets. That's right. Conversion. I think we can get a couple of these on here. I think this platform is big enough. Now, are we going to be using 3? Probably not. But I just want them placed down just in case, because you know what? If we can hold it, we might as well. And I think we'll just go down right in the center. Look at our base, looking very, very pretty. Now, we are in a tight spot, right? Very, very clearly. There is not much going on. We clearly are going to want to try and hold at least maybe half of them. Maybe like, I think I want this corner. Right? If I can get this side of the map, like hem in this emitter, hold a side, hold this stash and this stash, even though it's waving over here, we can probably support that with some mortars up here and things like that. You know, we definitely have placements for a couple of mortars and things. We can hold our walls fairly well. The creep isn't that strong. So if we can hem in this emitter, I think that's kind of what I want to do. I am scared of the stashes. But with that in mind, I do think we will want a terp. Now, fortunately, I want a terp over here so we can start terping. But I'm going to put it right... Oh, that's too far away. Right there for now. Because I clearly want that urn as well. An earned unit... I mean, it's an earned unit, right? It's going to be amazing. I would love... Ooh. We're so limited on power, right? Maybe we go earn power. So we will turn down an earn port. Maybe that's what we do, right? I think. I don't know the best way to do this efficiently, but I think that is kind of my goal. And then with that, I need to see what we can do. So if we're terraforming, we're going to want the area around us, you know, kind of good, right? So we can put down cannons And in essence, let's just see. Let's just make this size 5, because that's sort of the size that we're going with. And let's just do a big brush. Can we do... Okay. So there are holes in the ground, of course. Holes in space. See, this is the problem, right? So we are making all of this 5. And I'm fine kind of with that. Not super fine, but kind of fine, right? So what we're going to do is, this is going to be our 5 zone, right? Primarily. But we're going to actually adjust to whatever this height is. And this will be whatever this height is. This will be sort of our 4 zone. Because it saves us one whole height, right? So I would rather convert it to a 4 than to a 5 in the 4 zone. So I think this is how we're going to be doing some terraformation. And then this is where, you know, the big problem comes in, right? I will want the green R to be on a flat plane. I've heard that helps. So we're just going to convert all of that to a 6. Now, are we actually going to get over here and convert it all? I mean, I have no freaking idea. That's sort of my goal. And this will be the terraforming for this side. Again, we're back to this height 5 over here. So we are going to just make sure everything is in essence a height 5 for a nice little zone. One terraformer is not going to do the most here, but you know, it's not going to do bad. It's gonna do some serious work for us. Bazinga, bazanga. And again, our goal is in essence to get to this stash. Now the stash is in this height, so we are now shifting our height to a 4. So this will sort of be our 4 zone. I just want to try and limit as much terraforming as possible, right? So maybe, oh no, that's not even height 5. What height is that? 3. Ooh, wow, interesting. All right, so that'll be a little 3 zone. Why not? Are we going to terraform all this? No frickin' clue. All I know is step 1, we need some power. So let's get going with our plan. Yeah. Essentially, the goal will be get as much power as possible, get our terraformer online, and where are we working towards? I mean, I want to work towards the 2 stashes. Now, we do have a lot of terraforming to do for them, so I'm just going to start, you know, trying to get as much power as possible while going this way first. Because, again, we are just going to need power. I think that's the big thing. I am going to turn on our terp now, because we should start having enough energy to be building pylon or towers, as well as start charging up that terp. And yeah, if we can just get going. Now, clearly, there's a lot to this, you know. I want that urn most of all, because A, it's going to get us more energy. Grand. B, we can convert that urn later on into maybe like the refinery, so we get more resources for our for what each crystal. So I kind of want that, because clearly we're going to need to convert. And conversion is not cheap. You know, it's, what, 5, I think? It's been a long time. Generally don't use orbitals. They're a little slow for me. So, yeah, it's definitely a little on the slow side, but that's okay. Again, our power is increasing, which is what we want to see. And we could also go straight for, like, fire range. Fire range might be really good, too. I really feel bad about saying that, but it kind of would. And there we go. We now have our urn, and we're now going to fly this over here. And we are going to set this to nearest first. We want to just make as much land around us as usable as possible. And yeah, again, feeling pretty okay with how things are starting. We're now just going to worry about power around our base. And we might even do a little ring around our base on the outside, if possible, because I think that might be pretty good in terms of just holding power, right? If we can hold this ring, I think that'll be good. That'll help with when the waves come, because they will. I mean, they're already reaching the stashes. So let's go with energy collection, though. Get that on the go. And yeah, we still haven't built any defensive units yet. Surprise, surprise. But that's okay. That is okay to me, because, you know what? Again, power, power, power. And actually, yeah, I do think I'm going to do that. I apologize. I should have done this in the terraforming. I do want just a little sort of defensive terrain. So I definitely want the brush size a lot smaller. We're going to say whatever this height is. Oh, those are holes. Oh, that's gross. That is so gross. I do not like. Alright, so you're going to be whatever height that is and get everything else around it? I don't know what's better. Okay, this is the best height. Whatever this is. 6, 5, whatever. You're the ones that we want. Oh, those are like permanent holes. I thought those holes were, you know, you can just fill them in. Apparently not. Tricky is being a little stingy with where we can place things. Oh my. It is a very holy map. Very understandable. But that's okay. That's okay. Because again, we can get a couple more terps going on. Fantastic. And yeah, we are going to use this to our advantaggio. All these set to nearest first, which will be grand. And then, yeah, it's going to be a little slow to start. But I think, again, we have the plan. Now, our generation is good enough, but we're going to start losing it, right? We are in loss mode, where we are going to start losing things. I don't know if it's worth it. It might get us more energy if we, you know, build a couple of these and then they get destroyed later on. You know, like this one probably will. This one might. This one probably not. But we'll see. You know, as one thing to note, as well as sometimes, you know, they cost so little energy, but they also generate energy. So it's one of those things where it's like, well, I want energy, but at the same time, I don't. You know, that kind of thing. And we can... Oh, there we go. That's what we want to see. We want to see cannons on the low grounds. You know, something down here. I'm feeling a lot better with the amount of terps that we have. If this cannon comes online, I'm going to feel real good about it. And if that cannon comes online. Again, our storage is looking pretty okay. We might even be able to hold something like that. So that would be pretty cool. But look at this. I mean, as we are also flattening the land, it is kind of also helping our generation too. So that's also a good thing. But look, we've look at the amount of placement that we now have in our immediate vicinity, right? Cannons going down pretty solidly. We're gonna lose that tower. It's okay. It's okay. You know, oh, that one was so close to building. Oh, it's a shame, but that's okay yet again. Again, our power is holding out, which is good. This almost done. So once we see something return, we can keep moving them around. I am using cannons because I want them to shoot the closest stuff first. I don't want them to really go too far, so to speak. Because mortars, they'll just shoot whatever's deepest. And then they'll die. That's what mortars do. Yeah, that's what mortars do. They don't necessarily do the best job. Thankfully, this is now done. We will be losing some more power, unfortunately. But that's okay. Again, it happens. We will be trying to hold our lands now and control that. I think we have, again, a fairly stable starting point. It's not the best. It's not the worst. We have a couple of cannons coming online. Plenty of storage, which is grand. And yeah, we haven't really lost too much in the way of lands. I am going to move you over there, I think. I think that's a good choice. And I guess if I put you there and you there, that might be pretty solid as well. Those might be able to just hold by themselves. I don't know. The waves might come and kill them, that kind of thing. But yeah, terps, keep your butts moving, because we need whatever land we can get for power, for more cannons, and yeah. Thankfully, again, with terping, we are able to actually shoot with cannons much more efficiently, and we can start moving out a little bit, right? Once this is built, this can move over here. Bazinga. I will want a cannon to move up to like there. Yeah, I mean, we're actually holding pretty strong. We might need something like a mortar to clear that up, which kind of sucks, you know, just because it's just in too deep, right? It's in too deep. Unfortunate. But that's okay. Again, not too bad. We can handle that. Again, we have the energy, we have the capability. We just need to get to this green R now, and get to this emitter. Again, the stash is building, so maybe we do want to start working on some mortars too. Thinking about it, just having them in reserve in the back for when the inevitable wave comes, because that's going to be big. That's what scares me. I'm not scared of the trickle creep. It's the waves that come. So, yeah, fingers crossed that we are able to handle that, but we shall see indeed. Mortar, you're going to move over here like that. That should hopefully help clear for our lovely, lovely... Actually, I can just move. We can just move. Yes, 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 yes. Move things up, move things over, move. You stay there, and we'll put a new one here. Again, we want to use our energy, but we don't want to overuse our energy, of course. We want... Yeah, see, I lost that. Tower, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine, though. Completely understandable and accepted and expected. To a degree, because look at this. Look at so much more power. Ooh, we have a message. I didn't even realize it. I'm sort of super hyper focused on just these little gains. Such tiny incremental gains. Seems like there's a green art crystal on left on this place somehow. Building a rocket might not be a bad idea. Orbitals are generally quite a handy tool. You are very correct there, Tricky. It is indeed quite the handiest of the tooliest. And yeah, let's grab that there. And how are we doing? We're at 15 hundo. So we're getting close to where we can use our mortars right off the bat. Thankfully, this will now clear this off, getting us more space for another unit. See, we can just toss that now in. Oh, jeez. Unfortunate. I guess we'll just build this so it's built. That way we can then move it afterwards. That is another thing that I need to start focusing on, is building to move, not a storing kind of thing. We have too many here. Move you up. Move you up. Fantastiche. Move you up. Yeah, that's going to be a good move. That is a very, very strong move indeed. And I want, if at all possible, I would love a mortar to be able to get in range. Ooh, the stash should pop. Oh, there it is. Look at that stash. But we do have a couple of mortars just where we need them to be. So we were able to get through our first stash pop. Up here, that's actually still holding, but you know what, that's perfectly fine. This stash, nowhere near full. These stashes, going to be, again, a problem eventually. Not the worst problem in the world. Like, just tossing maybe one mortar on this side, probably going to be good enough. But we are getting to the point where our ammo is the problem, right? We have too many cannons, not enough energy, so we do need to make this progress, right? We do actually need to get more energy because we have too much. All of these mortars, I'm going to turn them armed off. So I'm going to supply them up, but I'm not actually going to use them for shootings, right? Because if we can arm them, then they'll be full when we need them. But we'll actually be able to, not actually, you know, we're able to store up some energy now. Look at that. Boom. Which is, gotta love it. Our Terps are still doing an amazing, amazing job. And this is going to move over here so it can shoot down, I think. So I am going to say armed on for that one because we need to start getting to that area. Again, we are going almost strictly for this green R and this emitter. If we can hold the rest, I think we're good. Again, I wouldn't mind some red on. I wouldn't mind some shields. We are going to need our factory on. Might as well start charging that up. And we might as well start charging up our first rocket. If we have a deficit, or a large enough deficit, we will turn that rocket off, of course, because, I mean, honestly, I would... I don't want to lose the map in order to maintain to win it, right? I mean, that's just silly right there. Can you get a little bit closer? You can get at least a little bit closer, and you can do a sort of a suicide job. Maybe suicide. Maybe it's just what the doctor ordered, though. Let us follow and look at that. It is actually connected to power, so it's probably not going to be dying, but it's actually we're close to that emitter too. Oh my, we might be able to take half the map. I didn't even think. Yeah, if we just push up right here, we could take like half the map. Okay. So, maybe a slight change of plan. But step one, I still want to isolate the stash. I don't want this popping. And with this stash gone, then, I mean, this emitter is really, really a force to be reckoned with, right? 1, 2, doing grand. Ooh, what did we lose? What did we lose? This is definitely very. Oh, we did lose him. Oh, I thought you were holding. I'm sorry, sir. It's okay. We just need a couple more. Over here, it is starting to go down. The creep is overwhelming, understandably. We have a large storage. Oh, and there is the stash popping. So let's see how bad. Ooh, units on. Oh, on. Armed on. Yes, there we go. Get that stash done. Oh, good. We were able to hold off and fend off the stash. That's amazing. That is glorious. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of an assault with what we just built, right? Because if we can, again, just push it back, keep it from coming, we're actually super close to this. So I'm kind of tempted to go for that. We're a lot closer to that than this, and if we turn that off, we just extend our hold, right? We can get to this red on, which gets us a shield, which is kind of nice. Who doesn't like shields? Gets us more power for nothing. I am not going to complain about power for nothing. And yeah, I mean, see, we're storing. Our storage is at 26, which I will happily take. And by take, I mean immediately use on towers that are going to die. But those towers will generate us more power. Ooh, and we get some red on. Ooh, we get some red on. Oh, that is good. Now we have an income of red on. Okay, and we're getting closer to another urn. Another urn would be grand because I do want more mining production for when we get to this green R, because very clearly we are indeed going to need that. More green R, more rockets, more good, more, I mean, we're only at 175 on that rocket pad, holy moly. It takes time, that is for sure. But thankfully, we got it. It's feeling so good. Alright, you need to move up, you need to move up. Again, we just want to expand, and if we can, again, just getting to an edge is just immense for us, right? We get to an edge, we can hold it. You're probably gonna die if I put you over there. It's too late though. I made the decision. And let's use our extra capacity. We can probably build 3 because we have enough in storage for 2. Plus, we'll be generating some energy, so I think we'll have enough for 3. Oh, you did it! You held it! Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. We should be probably moving on all fronts. Like this can probably move down. This can probably move down. This can move over here. This can move over as well. You know, it's all about keeping these gains. But that being said, we do have some potential losses. I don't like me some losses. So there we go, keeping everything glorious. Where do we want to move? I think we want this emitter, because this emitter is the strongs. Not strong again. Well, this is actually one of the stronger emitters, right? This is one of the 2 stronger emitters. We can get the 2 strong emitters off the map. That's pretty substantial. Oh, wow. That is way deeper than I thought. There's way less over here. And oddly enough, like, that's very low. That's interesting. An interesting mechanic there. And we are getting low on the old energy again, right? I think it's because the terps did kick on as we got to this area. So, yeah, the terps are draining our energy pretty substantially, too. Something to note. So we do have to be a little careful. And I'm going to go into a much bigger deficit. So I'm going to turn this off for now. Don't need it on at the current moment, because we just want these towers to come on so we can get that more generation, so we can do things. I've been doing a whoopsie. Obviously, there's anti-creeper here. We just need to convert some creeper using the conversion orbital, and then we can collect the anti-creeper using sprayers. Yes, 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 yes. I love the idea. That is the plan. Fingers crossed we can get there in a timely fashion. That is what I hope. Let's actually toss one terp down there. I'm not really terping over here. Maybe I should. But it looks like our cannons have done some serious work. Our deficit is dropping, just like we like to see. Oh my, there's so much tiny little management here. Because the ground is so gross. It's so gross. But I love it. I really like this craggy style, you know. It allows us to make these kinds of moves. Gain what we want to gain. There. That might be okay. So much. Ooh, that's gonna be dangerous. That's gonna be dangerous. And you know what? I'm okay with some danger. Let us see. Let's move you up. Beautiful. And let's watch this area. As we can see, these are shooting pretty hard. We are gonna lose a couple. Perfectly fine. Actually, we lost pretty much all that we sent there. That was not as perfectly fine. I think one of the problems is that we stopped terping. You know, we did not necessarily terp this area, so maybe we can do just a little terraforming. Let us see. See, like over here, we definitely want like that. This is kind of fine as is. Yeah, that'll be fine there. This side, yeah, I guess we kind of want that terped like that, right? Because then that'll sort of connect up there a little bit nicer. That's kind of the goal. It's just get things terped up, get it so it's easy to place. Oh, there is our energy store. That is what we want to see. It is beautiful, and I really want this urn, right? This urn is, I mean, it's not the necessary thing, but I would just love to have it. So, kind of a goal of mine. And you know what? You're gonna actually move, because while I do want a cannon up there, I think getting an actual mortar up there is going to be more impactful. So, get our terps around, keep it going, keep the terps moving, keep the terps working, getting that energy. Boom, boom, boom. Get you. Turn back on. Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Get this terp. I do need to move it over so it's doing the work that it needs to do. This mortar is now shooting the emitter directly. That's what I really wanted to see. And, oh, even better. Oh, how do we drain this? That's so gross. Perfectly fine. That's connected to a tower. That's going to do some serious work for us. This bad boy is going to move on in, hopefully get to there. Do want to connect it to a tower, of course. That is the key. And yeah, we are so close to the urn unit, or urn itself. That's actually might dry up as we go. Did lose the cannon though. But that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Oh, look at our storage. Our storage is looking fantastic. Oh my gosh. Let's even turn that bad boy on. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Using all of our energy, making 4 things under. Ooh. Oh, I placed you. I didn't give you power, but we did get a lot more power zone up here, which is amazing. Mortar, can you get up here? That mortar should clear off all of the things. We are now getting our urn, which is even better. And I'm going to put it on this one. That is right. Urn, get over there. You shoot to your heart's content, sir. Blow up this frickin' emitter and everything around it, right? You're now moving up here. You're going to be on emitter duty. That's going to shut this down. And then, yeah, there's really going to be nothing that's going to stop us with this earned unit there. I think that's going to get us our first nullifier. And we can start moving elsewhere. This is clearing off this corner, which is grand. We now have a wall. We actually connected to a wall. It's beautiful. Tower-wise, we can get some more juicing over here. Glorious. We can get some more juicing down here. That might get destroyed, but we shall see. And we can get some more juicing over here. I'm more confident in this because this is not being filled by anything, right? So yeah, we have the super cannon doing the work. It's clearing off everything. But the question now is, where can we put an emitter if it's not where super cannon is? Or a nullifier, I should say. So weapon, nullifier, it really isn't too much of a place. So what I want is to clear off some more land closer. Maybe a little bit over here as well. Because if we can just start getting some of these raised, then I think we will have the position where we can now place things over here. And if Super Cannon can go over here and have some good shots, then I think we'll also be fine. I'm also going to toss another mortar down right there. I think that's going to help out quite substantially. Our rocket, our first one is built. Glorious. Our second one is getting there. So, ooh. Terraform. Can we do anything over there? Ooh, no. Oh, that might be good. I think that's good. I think that's going to be very good. Okay. I think with this being cleared... Oh no! Is there really just a tiny hole right there too? Oh, come on. Come on! No! Tricky! Oh, you... I thought it was going to be good. Oh, I actually wanted that to be 5, didn't I? I was so hopeful. Oh, wait, we didn't try terraforming all of this. Oh, this might be it. I think if we terraform this up. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. And look at this. This is all draining out. Get our red on again. Nice for shielding purposes. Unfortunately, we don't have too many places where we want to put shields right now. I guess Emrifs for now, because we have red on coming in. We are... I mean... Well, I guess an Emrift up here, eventually. And a shield wouldn't be bad, per se. It's just, is a shield necessary, per se, is the question. But yes, move you up over here. Get this going. We just want to get a nullifier. That is all. And we have officially stopped this emitter. Right? This emitter is done. There's really nothing that it can do. We just need a place to put the nullifier. And we do have a place. I just was kind of hoping that it would be a little bit more secure. Right? But it does, like... Oh no, we are good. Because that can move there now. Glorious! Oh, we're done. Okay, first emitter taken care of. Yes, the nullifier did die, but the nullifier is back, and we are good. Fantastic. That is everything we wanted to see. And, yeah. This side, again, completely cut off, which is amazing. Even if we... Can we even fly anything over here? No. Oh. No. There's no... Oh, there's a spot to land there. Alright, you clear that off. Good, Sir Cannon. Do your duty. Do your due diligence. And, yeah, we're just going to be moving along down here. Singing a song, because we now have a full edge. And we want to get down, down, down as fast as possible. And, yeah. Our storage is looking grand. Alright, taking all this green iron is taking ages. Even with how many green iron mother crystals per, would it be possible to earn those refineries and flatten the area around? Yes, I'm trying. I don't know how fast you expect me to get these crystals, because I'm... I mean, I guess I could have gotten there faster. I don't know. I feel real bad. I should have gotten there faster, right? It has been like 15 minutes of the map. So, yeah, not the best. But yes, I was planning on earning the refineries. Oh, now I feel terrible. Supply off. Jeez, Tricky. You make me feel terrible. But you know, that's okay. You know? Okay, move. Just power. I just want whatever power I can scrounge. I guess the problem is I was planning on holding the map and then going for the green R. I should have gone for the green art, then went for everything else. So that is on me. You know, could have done it differently for sure. We definitely want that, and I guess we're almost at the point. I mean, we have 6.6 generation because of our totems. Oh, you're gonna die. We just lost like all of our cannons that we flew in there. That's fine. That is fine. I meant to come back over here and charge them with some juicing, but I didn't, and that's on me. You know, I just want to get a cannon like right there. That'll be nice. Get a cannon over here, move it on down. Terps, we have all of them. We're gonna want one up here. I guess one over here. And yes, we are flattening the land quite nicely already. Yeah, I thought I built that cannon. Oh no, the tower died. Jeez, now you're gonna die. No, move your butt. It's one of them moments. Bazinga. All of the cannons. We have the generation. We have the storage. And we're good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You need to be moving up. You should be moving up. You should be moving up. You should be moving up. Should have another one on defense here. And then all of these, you know what, just go to like wherever you can over here. Just thin it all out. This is a death force. I am completely admitting this. This is a death force, so I'm planning on losing these. I just want to thin it out so we can terraform a bit more, so I can move a bit more in, put in my towers, enjoy that zone. Up here, ooh, I do have you, of course. So, death force going in. Maybe we can get some power to them. And if we do, that's just going to be a... Ooh. Yeah, just the creep does not abide. But we have, you know, that was some decent work there. Actually, Death Force? No, you did. It's okay. It's okay, Death Force. You did grand. Death Force Alpha, Beta, Omega? One of those? But yeah, we gained some pretty good land with that death drop. So I am not going to complain. They might complain a little bit, of course, quite understandably so. But death drop the next, going in, get us some more terraforming, because again, we want these crystals, and that way we can also build a refinery. I think we can get our first refinery, and this one I'm gonna have off for now, because again, we will want it to be earned. And actually, I guess our generation is pretty much good enough. We can swap to mine production. I hope. But I don't rightly know. It is going to be a little difficult in the long run. But it does look like we are making the progress that we need to make. These can move on over as well. And these two need to get their butts down here, because we need some terraformation. You can move your butt over. Again, we are losing some units, but that's okay. The unit lost is literally there just because we have the energy, we have the time. We literally just need to push everything back and hold. Beautiful. There we go. See, this is what we needed to see, because now we have all of the land coming in. So much generation to be made from this. So many places we can actually put cannons. It's such a craggy landscape that it has been rather difficult. I guess by terraforming it first, I as well made it slightly more difficult, because you can't land on ground that's planned to be terraformed, which is a bit of a shame. So that is a thing to note as well. Oh, don't be off. Be on, but not armed. There we go. And once this is at that hundo, I guess... Alright, we don't even need that anymore. What am I doing with this urn? No more holding for you, because you are going into this urn. Want. Alright, there we go. We now have our first rocket on the go. Supply off, armed off, you are off, you are on. Fantastic. And we can hold this. We can now take our corner, we can get everything we need, and yeah. We also need to get this stash. We get the stash, we also take the rest of the world too. Over here, again, it's just working. So, I am going to leave a mortar right there, just in case any creep decides to sort of, you know, be a little sneaky. But I think it'll be fine. Oop, I am going to let some people die if I don't move my, my towers. Or build new towers, I should say. Moving the units up. Towers being built. Getting to the final emitter that I'm planning to go for. I mean, I definitely think it's going to be a good old time to have this done. Boom. Up, move them all up nice and light. Oh, fantastic. The mortar support is doing a grand job as well. Boom. As we can see, the green art is it's coming in nicely now. The Terps doing a grand job. They have work to do. The energy cometh, and the energy taketh. Boom. Alright. We have green art coming in. Actually, plenty of green art coming in right now. I guess we can just turn on the second one, right? Maybe? Yeah, let's just do it. I mean, it will use up the crystals relatively quickly, I guess. Is a thing. So maybe I do want to just make everything nice around this crystal. I don't know if it goes out this far, but obviously I'd rather it go further than not. Ooh, is that our first rocket? That is our first rocket. Amazing. And we don't even need anything special over here. That's just done. That is just done. Okay, so now we have our totem. We have everything else. All that's left is to get our conversion. We need 5. And that's not too bad, right? We have one. We have 13 crystals on the ground. We did use up all of our energy, so maybe that wasn't the best in turning the second one on. The second one did get 76 in it. This has 36 in it, so you know, we're going to turn this one off for now. We'll turn it back on soon. One at a time. And once this is off, this all dries out. This is done. Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Alright, we do have our MRIF built, so I guess we can build one up here just for safety's sake. And just for safety's sake, we'll build one like there. That way it's pretty much connected to that. Oh, there is the nullification. That is right. Huzzah, huzzah. Happy times. So, we have some more to clean, of course. We have some more that we want to just eliminate. I am flattening this out because I guess at this point might as well just for power sake, I guess at this point. But yeah, I will admit it did take a little bit longer than I was hoping for all of this, but that's okay. Again, that is okay. That is understandable. It happens. It happens. Oh. Yeah, okay. And these two can again move over here. So, while we wait for our orbitals to launch, or land, we will need, of course, a sprayer, for sure. And actually, I think I'm just going to want a couple. Maybe 2. Don't want too many sprayers, because, I mean, they will arm themselves as well, so I don't want to really absorb too much creep. But just enough. You can finish off this corner, which is grand. This is all coming up nicely. We will get another, count it, another urn, which is grand as well. I do love the thought of another urn on our side. And I guess we can put that back into energy. Do we even care about energy? I mean, we are pushing. Maybe we push towards another green arc, of course. Probably a good thing. So yeah, that's probably pretty solid. And if we are going to push, I mean, we could fire rate, we could energy collect. I mean, I think our energy is as good as it really needs to be. So, oh wow. I actually thought it always prioritized the earn even over building, which is interesting. I did not know that was the case. Fire range is also pretty good because the creep, again, is not coming in super hard and fast, so fire range would actually help with pushing because one unit can shoot further in the craggy terrain to get to more landing spots, so to speak. And I think for pushing, that's kind of what I would like to do. I don't think we necessarily need the energy any longer. I'm just going to do a little drop zone over there. Some will die. I'm not even going to say may die. Some will die, unfortunately, but that's okay. Our red on is still looking good, and we have an MRF over there. Oh wow, all of our MRFs are grand. I guess if we are, yeah, there should be plenty of creep essentially on the map for us to absorb, I hope. I don't know how much creep it takes to make a singular blue-white ore. Or anti-creep, I should say, right? Fire range, that's what we want to see, so our units can just push it back further with the same amount of effort. And, of course, we want the power coming in. So power, 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 power. They're all running out. It's not looking good for them. But some of them got some power. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Shields do work well. I mean, honestly, a shield would be fine. Just don't really, you know, it's such a light wave of creep. I'm not necessarily trying to do like crazy landings or anything. So I feel pretty comfortable with just dropping some cannons in. You know, even if they die, they take out a substantial portion. And maybe if I drop a shield, it'll just push it all the way and hold because it's so low. That is also obviously probable, but I don't really know 100%. I've not worked with craggy lands like this too much, so it is definitely very neat. We are basically at this stash already, which is awesome. Let's just move. You know what? Let's just move all of them over except for you. You know, don't care about the rest. These are holding their own. We'll snag some more power down here because it is built up, and yeah. How are we doing orbital-wise? We are still at a low number. I am amazed. So these must be set to have very low production. I did not realize that was a thing that could be done. That would be my guess. So we definitely need another one. That stash is not really loading anymore, which is great. Oh, where are you going? I thought you... Oh, you're in there? No. You come there. That stash is not really growing, but at the same time, that means it's about to pop. That mortar probably not going to last very long. But again, that's okay, because, you know, we did it. We have everything going as well as we hope. Yeah, the stash is not getting fed. There's the pop. There's the mortars. Oh, wow, that just died immediately. I'm actually surprised that died so fast. I mean, I knew the mortar was probably going to die because it was so close, but I didn't think it was going to die within, like, 2 seconds. You move back, because, you know what, I think we need to play now. Of course, some terraforming. Bazinga. We just want to oh, you're actually in the way. Don't want you to be in the way there, sir. So, terraform it up. Nice little circle around it. And it itself. Yeah, there we go. Get that whole circle terraformed. Get as many of these crystals as possible. And yeah, just keep moving. I do like the fire range. It is sad we will have to see it go shortly. I think the fire range is doing us some serious good. Because look at how much further they're pushing it back, which just allows us to literally just gain land. So it is a shame to lose that. But we will, because, again, our goal is mining at this point. We want as many crystals as possible, hence the mining production, and we want as much green ore as possible, which is why we were going to earn the refineries. Now, this being said, we do want to get some cannons up here, and we are. So, grand. More cannons up here. Get everything cleared off. Get the crystal just going. And bazinga. Again, these are the weak emitters. We can even take out that emitter. Oh my. Yeah, I guess we'll take out this emitter too. We don't want to get rid of all the creep though. That is one thing to note. I don't want to get rid of all the creep because we need it. I mean, we need it for an orbital. So, yeah, that is something to note, is that an orbital will need creep to turn. Alright, so this is looking pretty good now. Glorious. Again, just some more power for us. I'm guessing I lost something because I didn't juice it up, which is fine. I mean, look at this. All of this glorious power. And a mortar. Can go right over here because it's a long-range mortar. Luckily enough, we can actually not use the refinery just yet, right? We can hold off on that. There's no rush to really use the refinery. I mean, once we build it, we're good, right? So here we go. Everything moving in. Hemming. We'll get to this green R2. Then we'll worry about the urn potential. How many urns? We have one more urn buried. Where is that? Is that in this corner over here? It's right there. It is right next to the green R. Beautiful. So we will be getting another urn as well. So, yeah, that is what we want to see. Terraform up here, anything? Can we make a nice little platform maybe right there? That'd be pretty cool. Ooh, maybe. Yeah, we can nullify there, but we can also just move you up and then nullify right where you... Oh, we can't nullify right where you were. I thought I could. That was my fault. That was silly of me. But we can move you up. No we can't, because you're going to die. Oh, no. Right, you move over. You move down. So much little movements. Who would have guessed? And there is our nullifier. Should be. Really? That died? See, that one was surprising. I was not expecting that one to die. And that might be okay. There we go. Creep is coming in. Nullifier's fine. Special. Again. I guess shield. Why not? We have it. We have the red on. We'll toss an Emrift over here, because why not? Again, we have the red on. We have the power. We have the juice. The juice is loose. And yeah. We have crystals on the ground, but not enough still to launch or land. Or, not launch. We don't have enough to, power everything we want. Let's just take all these. I guess we're going for a big green art clear, so if we do something like this, so it's going to really spread them out. And again, because of the way things are, we're pretty much in a good enough state. Shield's doing fine, I suppose. I'm not going to destroy this stash, nor this emitter. We're just going to get this green art, get this, and then, yeah, just go from there. So, hopefully we will do a conversion after a stash pops. That's kind of what I want to see. Let's move down there. I just don't want them impeding any crystals, of course. And look at this. It's 2 seconds, toss down some towers so they don't, hate me forever. And bazinga, bazanga. And we need to get our terraforming on again, of course. So all these, move their butts down here. Terraform up. Where is the crystal? The crystal is there, so that is where we want to terraform. And we just want a nice area, right? A nice area that is that height. Of course, we'll want to move the cannons out of the way so we can terraform everything. But step one is get our terraforming going. Okay. I was actually paranoid that that was not producing any more crystals, but it is. It produces green art at a pretty good rate. I will completely admit to that. If I don't say nearest first, will you grab that urn? No. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. But that's okay. Again, we are still using our enhanced range to sort of hem everything in, as planned, as stated. And we've hemmed in very, very well. And this is the end of our hem, right? I did eliminate this stash, and I'm actually okay with that because we have that stash over there. I think that's going to be the more important one. And there we have it. Let's make sure all of our cannons are off the range where green art can spawn. And let's just finish the terraformation. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yes, 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 yes. Much better. Much better. Anything over here, we are good. You can move your butt over here. You can move your butt. And yeah, all that's left is just some refineries. So, I guess right there should be fine. And I guess right here. And you're going to want an urn. You're going to want an urn. And I think this is where we actually eliminate the final range. It was nice while it lasted. We have all of the creep in the world coming at us. Not really. But we have a stash. We have orbitals. Oh, we have 6 orbitals. Holy shit. How did I not notice we had that many orbitals? Oh my gosh. And here I was thinking all of the good stuff. Now that being said, that's actually perfect, because look at that conversion. I think... Okay, so what I want to do is take like all of these. Just move them over here. I want... Where are my sprayers? They're going to move over here. The sprayers, you are going to be AC pole field collectors, or not always on. Oh my gosh, how was I so bad? And yes, we are converting right here, just like that. Because I think even with this, I think we will be fine. Because that's probably going to be plenty, I would hope. You know. Oh no. No, because the stash is filling up again. Maybe. Maybe. So, let's just make sure the goal is to get this. Oh, do we have enough? Do we have enough? Oh, this is like the moment of truth, right? I mean, I think we have a good amount. It looks like we have a lot more than we did in that other map from the other day. So I think that's exactly what we wanted to see right there. Sprayers, land faster, please. AC pole field, collect his ore. You can do it. Not always on. Are you not collecting his ore? Do we have ore going back to base? Do we have blue white coming in? Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of AC there. And this one is kind of doing it. You know what? You're not helping, so you know AC pull field. I'm fine with that. Look at that. It's coming in. Oh my. Oh my goodness. It's happening. And it's coming out. Oh, 3rd, 11, 10. Oh my. Alright, let's watch the totem. This is all about the totem. Let's just watch it. Oh, is it 4? Oh, it's weirdly stuck. Okay, okay, okay. AC pull field off. Drop it down. And AC pull field on. Collect his ore. Buzzinga, bazanga. Okay, we have Le Totem. We'll check our time in a second. I have no idea if this is a good time or not. It seems like this is a rather long map, but I could have been playing this quite improperly. So, there's probably something that's done in like 5 minutes or something. And that's okay. You know, it's okay. Wow. I'm actually impressed that that destroyed as many as it did right there. Did not expect that to happen, and now I completely wasted myself. I was going to say, I do want to still, you know, eliminate the everything, basically, right? Let's just get them in. I want to get this emitter. So if you want to see the time, just skip forward like a minute. It's not going to take very long. As you can see, we are finally getting to the emitter. It was just a little bit higher than expected in the crag zone, but here is our nullifier. Want to make sure we nullify everything. Because it's there. We have 1 nullifier, 2 nullifier, 3 nullifier. Oh, can these be overload? I doubt it. Yeah, Tricky doesn't really allow overloads. I feel like I looked at that, but it didn't necessarily register. But there we go. Nullifier happening. Boom, boom, bazinga, bazanga, bazanga. And these need power. So let's get them some power because they're about to die. Nope, they're good. And nullifier. Alright, let's check how we did. Oh yeah, Tricky did in 26 minutes. I did in 39. Not the best outing, but you know what? Hey, I definitely have some ways to do it better. Step 1, keep a lookout on green arm. We only really needed 2 sources, I think. Well, 1 source really did enough. But if we rushed to 2 sources, I think we could have cut out like a ton of time. So thank you so much for checking this out. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. It was quite a lot of fun. You know, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you next time. Take care.